G'day everyone. Tonight we celebrate our science community and how you are advancing Australia. You're all logging on from different locations, and wherever you are, whatever ancient land you're on, our First Nations people were the first to unearth its wonders and its mysteries. So I acknowledge them here this evening, and I acknowledge their elders past, present and emerging. They are the ones who collected its secrets, to carry them across the ages. They knew, and they still know, the plants that heal, the ants that bite, the wildfires that germinate, and most importantly, transmitting that knowledge to the next generation. That desire to learn from our past, advance in our own times and leave a legacy that is integral to science and humanity itself. Science is a quest. It's never about one moment in time or one person. It happens across generations, cultures, continents, disciplines. Science is a quest. That doesn't necessarily mean succeed. Many push hard, strive valiantly, and in the words of one of my political heroes, Teddy Roosevelt, dares greatly, knowing their place will not be found with those timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. The quest is not for nothing. They close one door so someone else can try and open another, armed with the knowledge. A great service is done. And so I want to acknowledge these efforts, the many talented, hardworking scientists and science educators across our nation whose work has guided and, in some cases, redirected tonight's prize-winning efforts. I want to thank you on behalf of all Australians. Science has been at the forefront of our minds, especially for these last 18 months. And it has moved like never before. Just look at the COVID-19 vaccines. Every single one of them, doses of hope, as I've called them. What normally would have taken many, many years to develop, if at all, happened in just one. No one had to pass a law for it. No one had to impose a tax on it or create a regulation. Scientists got on and did the job, and they are global heroes. No corners were cut. There was a laser-like focus. The world applauded those who found the answer, and rightly so. Yet there were thousands and thousands of researchers deployed, testing and probing countless possibilities, just as here in Australia, up at the University of Queensland, they were involved in that quest. Working impossible hours, brave people, courageous, passionate, dedicated. The future of our open, interconnected world was relying on their work. So I want to applaud all of those who participated in that quest for a vaccine, especially, again, the wonderful team at the University of Queensland, but also at CSL. Brilliant, talented, working against the clock. They weren't afforded the luxury of time to re-engineer their very promising COVID-19 vaccine up there at UQ. That was, of course, disappointing. I know it was crushing, but I'm so proud of their efforts. And Australia is proud of them too. And I applaud the Doherty Institute for taking up the COVID challenge too, for helping to map out a national plan that I've taken through all the states and territories to open up and get us back to normal life. And we are seeing that national plan realised in our country safely right here today. Safely reopening so we can remain open safely. That plan was based 100% on the science. Our scientists seek to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow. And when this is broadcast, well, I'll be in the midst of COP26 in Glasgow. It's an important time as the world seeks to address the global challenge of climate change. Every day, I say that the answer to climate change is technology, and technology emerges from that scientific research. Reducing global emissions requires a scale of change only technology can bring. Technology is how Australia and our friends and neighbours can reduce emissions while lifting living standards. Practical, scalable and commercially viable low emissions technology. That is the answer. As a government, our efforts are about reducing emissions and transitioning to a new energy economy. We will make the changes that our times demand, and we will do this in a way that does not leave Australia in an uncompetitive position. I want you to know I'm optimistic about what can be done. I have a little sign at my desk at home. It's a replica of the sign President Reagan had on his desk. It says, "It can be done." And I believe that. Doesn't mean it's easy, as you know, but I'm in awe of what Australian scientists have achieved. Our scientists have led the way in earlier renewable technologies like solar, and will continue to do so with new and emerging technologies. This is particularly true for hydrogen, where Dr. Finkel has enlightened us and the government on just how much we can achieve there over many years, and that has driven so much of our investment, offering our environment and our economies just so much potential. I visited Christmas Creek in the Pilbara earlier this year in WA, and I saw the incredible work that Andrew Forrest, Dr. Forrest in fact, and Fortescue are